From Divine Sister of the Light, Aurora Ray. Unlock your genetic code and contact ETs to rediscover your true self. According to some ancient texts, the first humans were created by a variety of sentient civilizations. The original human was a splendid being with incredible powers who lived the happiest of lives. They lived in a world where people were no longer required to work for a living. Instead, they could simply create whatever they desired out of thin air by using their mental powers. They were no longer bound by the laws of nature or biology. Instead, they lived in a world where everything was possible and nothing was impossible. When the dark forces arrived, they decided to take this power away from humans. This process that occurred began with a violation of the consciousness of our planet by the dark forces, who had learned how to do this through their scientific experiments. They deconstructed the human species' original 12 strands of DNA. They then experimented on the split-off DNA until they created a new human species with a different DNA that could be controlled by them. They used their knowledge to create a new race of beings who would be subservient to them. The new species had only one strand of DNA, which was very different from the original 12 strands. This one strand was split into 2 strands, one positive strand and one negative strand. These positive and negative strands were combined to create an entirely new type of living being, one who would be able to become what the dark forces wanted him to be without even knowing what he was becoming. The dark forces succeeded in creating a new kind of humanity that was neither good nor bad, but just an amalgamation of both. This act of robbery of consciousness affected all living things on earth and created fear in many people's hearts as they watched their world crumble around them. Again, the dark forces wanted more power than they already had. They wanted control over all life forms on this planet and would stop at nothing until they achieved that goal. They began to experiment with other sentient beings, such as ourselves, and eventually found out that we had a higher spiritual consciousness than theirs. This caused them great anger because they felt inferior to us and feared for our enlightenment. They have tried to make us afraid of ourselves, and they have tried to tell us that we are not worthy of love. However, their efforts were futile. They don't realize that the more they push, the more we will stand up for ourselves and find the strength to fight back. When we look at ourselves today, we see ourselves as being very near to perfection, but also very far from it. We are both one and many at the same time. We are trying to become what we were meant to become. Our original self is still within us somewhere, waiting to be rediscovered or reawakened. This awareness of our true nature can lead to a new approach to science, religion, politics, and economics. The hidden nature of humanity will be revealed, and we will discover the power that lies within. Our true selves can only be realized when we surrender ourselves to our higher guidance in order to be guided by it. This is why we must first acknowledge that there are other benevolent ETs working on us all the time, and then accept them as part of our natural world rather than something to fear or fight against. The universe will change simply by people banding together and collectively intending what they want, becoming a psychic receptacle for energy from all over the universe. When we stop being separate entities and start working towards the same goals and desires, then we are stronger than ever. That is the bridge that has been left out of our evolution until now, becoming one with another. And it is only becoming one with another that we have any chance at moving forward. These days there's a lot of talk about the upcoming Ascension and the changes that are to come. Will we ever receive answers from our cosmic elders? Will we ever be given a definitive answer for the meaning of our lives? Sure, it's an exciting time to be alive because we're going to experience some amazing things. Personally, I feel that it's important to remind ourselves of who we really are and what our true potential is. This will be immense power when the 12-stranded helix system of human DNA starts to rebundle, and this knowledge is put to use. After all, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and this fact should never be forgotten. The key takeaway here is that we all have a tremendous capacity to create. You can do it if you want, and there's no reason why you shouldn't make your dreams come true. The future is always in motion, and the action taken by every individual will determine what kind of future we have, so choose wisely. This is an exciting time, and it is vital that all life moves forward together. So let's use the strength of our unity to unlock our genetic code and rediscover our true selves. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. We are the Galactic Federation. Aho, Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation, from the galacticfederation.com.